Tebow in the shotgun. Tebow takes the snap. He's going to run straight up the middle of the field. He's inside the 10. He's inside the 5. He's in for a touchdown. Oh, ball! Oh, Tebow touchdown. Oh, my!
It's Florida football with Urban Meyer. Now, here's the voice of the Gators, Mick Hubert.
Hi again, everybody, and thank you for joining us. I'm Mick Hubert, along with head coach Urban Meyer. We welcome you to Florida football. Well, it was a nail-biting, heart-pounding, thrilling one-point victory, 17-16, as the Gators beat South Carolina. And Urban, congratulations. I know you're under the weather, not much of a voice, but you got to be very happy today.
We had a lot of great recruits there. We had a lot of all the players' families were there, and special thanks out to our stadium. That stadium helped us win another one, and we've got something going for 2 years. We haven't lost there, and we got one more. For 5 weeks, we've been on the road. It was great to be back, and I'll tell you, I've done this for longer than most people think, 20-some years, and I can't remember more rewarding win for our players than that one.
Well, it was a homecoming of sorts because you've been away so long, but who knew you were going to throw a block party like this?
Yeah, the last 2 weeks, we had 2 against Vanderbilt, and we had 3 this week, and that's 5. Our guys have done a nice job buying into it, and Charlie Strawn is in charge of our field goal block. And I guess to put a 6'6" guy with a 40-inch vertical jump to finish the game is a pretty good coaching move by Coach Strawn, and great effort by the guys up front.
Gators win it 17-16. We got a lot of thrilling highlights you'll want to see, and we'll do that in just a moment. The 108th consecutive sellout in the swamp, a glorious day for football, and Jarvis Moss told us and showed us right away he came to play.
Yeah, he tips a pass here by, this could have been called a lateral. Then he comes back and Ray McDonald puts a nice little hurry on Blake Mitchell. But our defense, and the good thing is they'll come back next week with a little, we didn't play our best defense in this game.
Had a great offensive drive the first possession.
If you notice, I went through the chart last night before I went to bed, and that was, we started almost every drive inside the 20-yard line. So it was a field position game where both teams only had 7 possessions.
Leak passing here and making a nice completion.
Jamel Cornelius, a lot like Saller, probably shouldn't have played this game. He has a sprained AC joint in his shoulder. You can tell he's in pain right there. Deshaun Wynn comes up. Our offensive line played their best game. I thought Deshaun Wynn ran hard. We got to work on making the safety miss a little bit. We'll give him bigger plays, but that was a good run by Deshaun Wynn.
3rd down and 5 and a 19-yarder.
Yeah, wheel route to Bubba Caldwell. Chris, I thought, played his best game this year. And Bubba Caldwell caught a 19-yard pass, and Deshaun Wynn comes right back with a 11-yard rush, getting the ball deep into South Carolina territory.
Deshaun Wynn had 12 rushes, 90 yards. He averaged 7.5 yards a carry. The Gators come up empty, though, on a missed field goal, and so still no score.
Yeah, we missed another field goal, and then come back and play some defense here. Earl Everett makes a tackle, but then they get the first score of the game, and that was Davis has hurt us for a couple years in a row. Scores on a 4-yard touchdown run.
So they turned that into a 13-play, 80-yard drive, and the Gamecocks had a 7-0 lead. Chris Leak was 19 of 27 for 275 yards.
We only had 3 series in the whole game, a product of, I think, South Carolina want to slow the game down or shorten the game a little bit. And we only had 3 possessions. They were all long drives. Here's a pass to Deshaun Wynn for 10 yards, and he comes back and I get more excited every time I watch this young guy play. This is Percy Harvard for 11-yard gain, and we all know as the game progresses, he's going to have some big-time game-changing plays.
He caught 6, and look at that stick there. It looked like Ike Hilliard, 91 total yards.
CI, Cornelius Ingram, played his best game as a Gator, and he runs a little rollout pass here. Chris hits him for a 9-yard gain, and once again, he'll come back and have a couple big-time plays.
And then Leak here making a play, and Dallas Baker, the touchdown maker.
Well, it's off the sprint out. We run a little fake screen to Dallas Baker. We knew they're playing aggressive man-to-man coverage. Dallas is wide open. We just got to get the ball there a little quicker, a little more urgency, but Dallas Baker comes up with a great catch. I think we show the slow motion replay. You can see it off the sprint out, a throwback, and Dallas does a great job concentrating against a very good corner, Bennett.
Gators went 78 yards, 7 plays, big score right before the half, 7-7.
Last 5 minutes of the first half, first 5 minutes of the second half are critical. We come out and have a nice drive, put together a nice drive. CI gets it. We're starting our own 8-yard line. Come out with a 13-yard play. And here's a 3rd down and 5, just a little crossing route to Percy. We catch him in man coverage, and Percy's a hard guy to hang on to when he's in man. against man coverage, 24-yard gain, and a big-time first down.
Gators, though, had a turnover, and Carolina coming back.
Yeah, we turned it down. We did not do a good job in the red zone. This is a great job by Reggie Lewis. Gets a hand in there against one of the premier SEC receivers in Rice. And then this is one of the first, this is the first of 3 block field goals. Jarvis Moss gets up, gets a hand on the ball, and block. Their field goal kicker is one of the best in the conference, and our guys obviously did a great job.
Suckup came into the game having hit 9 straight field goals, so this game goes to the 4th quarter in a 7-7 score.
And here's a 47-yard field goal right down the middle. You can see he had plenty of leg, and they take the lead 10-7. And the Gators come back here. Deshaun Wynn with a 21-yard, extremely well-blocked play. It's actually checked at the line of scrimmage. If we make the safety miss, this is an 80-yard play. Well blocked. He's right on the safety. Got to make that safety miss. We come back on 3rd down and 3. We catch him in man coverage, and Cornelius Ingram, CI gets another big-time play. The guy falls off, a big, strong receiver, and goes 28 yards.
And then the Gators continue here. A great run for Ingram, and you get 24 more from Percy Harvin.
Well, it was 2nd down and 26. We called a reverse pass to the quarterback, throwback to the quarterback, and lost yardage on it. And Percy Harvin, just one of the best runners I've seen in a long time for 24 yards. We stopped down there, and Chris Hetland hits a 22-yard field goal to tie the score at 10 apiece.
It was a 10-play, 75-yard drive, and 10-10, and Carolina coming back right here.
A very disappointing drive for our defense. They had, I think, 3 or 4 play drive, 6 plays, 80 yards, and McKinley goes for 9 yards here, and then Davis. You can see, watch him crack our safety. Tony Joyner, the corner's got to replace the crack right here at the bottom of the screen. They crack Tony Joyner. The corner's got to come up and fill for the crack replace, we call it. And they go up 16-10. We block the extra point. Here it is. And this obviously would be monumental at the end of the game.
And so it was only a 6-point lead at 16-10. 8 minutes and 13 seconds left when the Gators take over.
4th down and 1 in our own 29, and really not much of a thought process because we're not stopping them on defense. And when you have a player like Tim Tebow, he's going to get that first down. Then we come back. Chris Leak gets Percy Harvin on first down here. He outruns the defense. Great open field runner for a 19-yard gain.
The Gator quarterbacks in this drive accounted for 47 yards rushing.
Well, he watched the defensive end. He reads the defensive end. The left tackle blocks out on the, we call that a rifle, on the Sam linebacker. Catch him in a blitz. Left guard does a terrific job at Chris Leak. Watch him take care of the football there on a 17-yard gain. On 3rd down and 8, this is a called quarterback draw bubble alert. He runs a quarterback draw, and this is the, in my opinion, the best run he's had all year. He gets the first down and puts us in position to put our 230-pound quarterback in there in a 12-yard run. And just great pad level, great ball security, and that's a game-winning touchdown.
Tebow smashes it in, 11 plays, 80 yards, but it's 16-16. The extra point is good, 17-16 Florida.
They go right down the field, and you know, our defense does a nice job hanging in there, but we obviously got to get more pressure on the quarterback. We're playing with 2 true freshmen now, linebacker, and one of them here makes a great tackle. Brandon Spikes, they try to run the ball. That's an all-out blitz. Dustin Doe and Brandon Spikes were playing linebacker for us. Imagine that at the end of the game when you're in the hunt for a national and BCS SEC championship. Here's a play of the day. Watch Jarvis Moss. You're going to see a couple angles of this. Once again, a 6'6" guy with a 40-inch vertical jump goes up and gets a hand on the ball, and the Gators win.
And the Gators win, 17-16, the final score. And the Gators had a season-high 28 first downs, 147 rushing. There were over 800 total yards in this game. The time of possession pretty well split as well, and the Gators scoring 1 more point to win it. The Wachovia players of the game, Percy Harvin with his 6 catches, 91 yards, rushed 4 times for 22, and Jarvis Moss, 8 tackles and just about blocked everything in sight. Gators have now won 14 straight games in the Swamp, and we'll come right back and go inside Gator football in just a moment. He began his career as a Gator fullback, but after outgrowing the position, Joe Cohen tackled a new assignment on defense, as we see in this edition of Inside Gator Football.
Joe Cohen came to the University of Florida to try his talents at fullback. Now a 300-pound defensive tackle, you could say Joe grew into the position. Joe Cohen moved from offense to defense a couple of years ago and made a switch from defensive end to tackle this season. A move that has worked well for both Joe and Coach Greg Madison.
Well, he's a very, very strong football player, and he's a very, very intelligent football player. Joe also has great pride. He's got such great character that he does not want to let that team down. And it bothers him when he doesn't play as good as he can play, and that's something that will make him a good player.
In due time, I learned a lot of stuff through Coach Madison. Technique, the way he taught it, it made it so much simpler to learn. But the thing I had to learn that they could not teach me was just my mentality when I was on the line of scrimmage, you know.
Joe put on some weight this offseason. Joe's about 305 right now, and he benches and squats a lot, and he can run like crazy.
It may look a bit odd that Joe isn't wearing your standard defensive tackle jersey number, but he has a good reason.
A close friend of the family's, James McGriff, that was supposed to come here. He drowned, and I used to look up to him like crazy. My high school number was 33, but I was like, I'm gonna represent number 20, James McGriff. And I just been wearing it ever since. And even though I moved defense, I was like, I don't care. I know it looks crazy. Everybody like, man, what are you doing with number 20 on D-line? I was like, well, hey. Then I tell them the story, and that's that.
And because of that dedication, Joe Cohen has never changed his number. But there is one thing he would like to change.
Third down, a long yard. Leak hands the ball off to the fullback, and it's Cohen trying to hit hard, and he didn't get there. A quick hitter to Joe Cohen, and they stuffed him right up across the 40-yard line.
Coach Meyer, you need to let me get the ball at least one time before I leave here. I got the ball my freshman year against Ole Miss, and now I'm the laughing stock of college football because I got one carry for 0 yards, and Chris Leak still picks on me till this day about that. So I need the ball one more time before I leave here.
Even at 300 pounds, you just can't take the running back out of Joe Cohen. For Inside Gator Football, I'm Steve Babick.
Inside Gator Football is brought to you by Sonny's Real Pit Barbecue. Sonny's, a Florida original.
Very nice story, a very nice young man.
You know, before we started this season, we selected our senior class as captains, and I admire what they've done. They've been through a lot, and Joe Cohen's a big part of that senior class. Each senior has their own story to tell, and it's an amazing story. And you know, Joe's asking for the ball. He might get one next week. You never know.
Gators, a winner, 17-16. We'll give you all access in just a moment. Tebow ran one in, and Leak tossed one in, and Moss, well, nothing went in. As the Gators threw a block party, it's in the all access.
Hey, man, if y'all boys ain't pumped, something wrong with y'all. Y'all know this is a big game. We need this. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. Let's go, baby. Gators on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Tebow in the shotgun. Tebow takes the snap. He's going to run straight up the middle of the field. He's inside the 10. He's inside the 5. He's in for a touchdown. Ow, ball. Oh, Tebow touchdown. Oh, my.
You know, I just had so much adrenaline going and so much passion and love for my teammates that, you know, I didn't want to let them down no matter what. You know, I think our whole team had a mindset that we weren't going to be denied.
There's the snap to Leak, and he keeps the ball. He's going to run the ball. Leak going to run. 30. Leak cuts inside the 25, and Leak gets down to the 22-yard line.
It was just a very, very emotional win for us. The crowd was into it. The entire team, you know, gave great effort, and it's a great day for the Gators.
There's the snap to Leak. Throws on a crossing pattern. He's got his receiver. Here's Harvin to the 20. Here's sideline 15. Harvin 10. Harvin getting going inside to the 5-yard line. Oh, my.
We knew that coming into the game that was going to be a dogfight. It was an even bigger game being that Spurrier was returning to the swamp. So we practiced hard all weekend. The coach got us prepared to come play this game.
Single receiver, Baker to the left. Leak rolling right. Now stopping, looking to throw the ball back to the left for Dallas Baker. And it's juggled, and it's going to be caught. Oh, my.
It was very big. On the sideline right before the play, coach was like, help this team. And I knew exactly what he was talking about. I mean, I make a play, and then the momentum go to the Florida Gators, and once the Gators rolling, it's hard to beat us.
Now he takes his steps, backs up about 4, slides over 2. Here we go. From 48 yards, and the ball game. The snap, the kick, it's been blocked again! Oh my! It's been blocked again! And the clock is gonna run out! And the Gators have won the game! Oh my! The play of the day!
Tell me what it felt like when that ball hit your hand, that last kick.
Oh, man, it was huge. I mean, that's the biggest play I ever made in my football career, and I'm just excited to have the opportunity to be here in Florida, you know, to go out there with my teammates in a game like that and make that play. It's just the best feeling in the world when you don't let your teammates down and you actually come through in such a big way. And I just feel good about it. I'm just happy that we got an opportunity to keep going.
A team that will not be beat, a team that won't be beat, can't be beat. Think about that for a minute. I heard a coach say that one time. I thought, man, that's kind of cute, and then you start thinking about it. A team that will not be beat. In special teams, you go block a kick. On offense, you find a way to get underneath someone's pads and knock the thing in the end zone. On defense, you find a way, Reggie Lewis, where you at, Reg? You find a way to get that hand on number 4 when he caught that ball and you got it out of there. You found a way, Ryan Smith, to tackle him short on that last drive when he caught that slant. You found a way. A team that won't be beat can't be beat.
Gators All Access is brought to you by Checkers. You gotta eat.
Gator Hotline on a Wednesday night, November 22nd. We're back in the Swamp next Saturday, 10 a.m. Breakfast with the Gators on the Gator Radio Network for the pregame show against Western Carolina. Final home game, senior day. What a day.
I'll tell you, talk about the legacy that the seniors are going to leave behind. And there's been some great teams throughout the 90s, and then there's a little space in there where it's hard to come back when you don't have any pictures on the wall, any championships. And the senior class has been challenged for many years or for many months, and they've answered the challenge. And we got 2 left, a chance to get number 10, go against our rivals, and go compete in the SEC championship game. So I'm awful proud of them.
Urban, get well. Thank you. That's our show for today. Thank you for joining us. For head coach Urban Meyer, I'm Mick Hubert. So long, everybody.